To Moca's Nola bells and bows, where the love runs deep, the fam stays strong, and the bells, they always ring for us. We the bells and we hold it down, yeah. Real ones only, we don't mess around. All love, no cap, no cloud to chase, just truth in the chat and respecting the space. It's family, Moca got that heart of gold. From the south to the stream, we brave and bold. You ain't gotta pick sides or play a role, just show a real and you already home. Pull up to the bells and bows like a Sunday seed. Got peace in the room and a vibe on beat. No drama, no mess, just minds that meet. Introduce yourself in the chat and the mods gon' greet. Real talk, we got brothers and sisters here. Ain't no fake love, every heart sincere. We've been through storms, but the skies stay clear. Loyalty live, that's the chant you hear. Woo! No chaos in the comment section, just bells with a bond and a bold connection. Safe space, strong face, deep reflection. Mocha, don't fold, that's pure protection. If you ever felt unheard, misunderstood, pull up in the chat, we treat you good. Ain't gotta be loud, just gotta be true. Mocha got the light and we shine with you. Not a panel of pain, it's a platform of pride. Everybody got space and we don't divide. You loyal, you love, that's how we ride. Got a bell and a bow in the name, but a tribe world. From the mods to the lurkers and folks on rewatch. Every tap, every like, we feel it alive. Mocha ain't just a name, it's a vibe you caught. No la bell, no la boast, that's a family, not a thought. Bring it loud, we the bells and we hold it down. Yeah, we do. Real ones only, we don't mess around. Real talk, all love, no cap, no clout to chase. Just truth in the chat and respect in the space. It's family, Mocha got that heart of gold. From the south to the stream, we brave and bold. You ain't gotta pick sides or play a role to show a real and you already home. Mocha said that to every bell in the space. Whether you typing, watching, or just vibing, you are this family. And over here, we don't fold, we ring. Ooh.
Hey everybody, hello, and happy Tuesday, guys. Happy Tuesday. Welcome. Yeah, I know this live stream was supposed to be last night, but nonetheless, we're here. And I'm glad to see each and every one of y'all here. Come on up in here, guys. Come on up in here. We're not here for a long time, but we're going to make the best of the time that we do have here. Whew, y'all know we talk about a little bit of this and a whole lot of that. This is something new coming to the channel this evening. We talk about behaviors, we talk about patterns, we talk about things that's just not normal, should we say. First of all, I hope each and every one of you have had an awesome day. Hope you all have had an awesome day. You're wound down, you're relaxed, you're ready for the evening. And I hope y'all also came ready to talk. I hope you came ready to talk. Because tonight we're going to talk about Atlanta street interviews. And the question we have tonight is, when do vulnerable people become content? Where's the shame in that? Where's the shame in that? Content at what cost? And let me tell y'all something. I sat with this one for a while. I sat with this one for a long while. Not because I didn't know what I wanted to say. I sat with it because I was trying to figure out, how did we get here? How did we get to a place such as this? And I sat with it even longer because the content creator in which is at the front of the class this evening. When I first started YouTube, this content creator was looked upon as being my little brother. And it left me in a where we are today. It just left me someplace. It just left me someplace because I just want to know, how did we get here? How did we get here? Somebody could ride around looking for people who are homeless, battling addictions, living with mental illnesses. Then there's a camera in their face, like, to tell their story, and that becomes their content. And the most hurtful part of it all is that it's not happening in the shadows. This ain't something that somebody secretly exposed. It's happening right out in the opening, being recorded, uploaded, shared, watched. And it wasn't just the street interviews anymore. That was all fine and dandy. It wasn't just the street interviews anymore. It started bothering me, I guess, when these very homeless people, mentally ill people, the addicted people, when their parents started making appearances. That broke my heart. That broke my heart. And it broke my heart because these people are somebody's children. And then they got to the point to where it wasn't just street interviews anymore. It's the fact that some of these same vulnerable people are now being featured in explicit adult content. And people are being charged to watch it. Now, hold on, because I need y'all to hear me before we go any further. Tonight, I'm not here. I'm not here to humiliate the people who are struggling. That's not what I'm here for. And I'm not here to laugh at people who need help. In all honesty, my heart breaks for them. They're not the target of this conversation. And it's this way because I have a heart. When you're somebody's mother, somebody's aunt, somebody's grandmother, somebody's daughter, somebody's sister and friend, you have a heart for these people. And tonight, the one person I'm looking at is Atlanta Street Interviews. I call him my little brother. He's the one holding the phone. Because somewhere along the way, these people were no longer being seen as human beings. These people were no longer being seen as human beings. They started looking like views. They stopped seeing these people, and that hurts me because he stopped looking at these people as if they were human beings, y'all. He started seeing views. He started seeing subscribers. He started seeing dollar signs and started seeing content. And I don't know about y'all, but this hurts me. It could have been any one of us. It could have been any one of our people. Where's the humanity? So tonight, I'm here. I just want to have a little conversation. Not about the people in front of the camera. Absolutely not. But about the person standing behind it. Because there comes a time when we all have to ask ourselves, who's really benefiting? Before I get too involved, let me do what I do, and that's to speak to my people. Moderators, I see y'all here tonight. I appreciate each and every one of you that help keep this porch running smoothly. Thank you for everything that you do. Your dedication never goes unnoticed. To those that are here tonight, thank you. Now, if you're here, make sure you hit the like button for your girl. I truly, truly appreciate that. And if you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure you subscribe to the channel so you can come and sit on this porch. Let your voice be heard, because over here, everybody is somebody. There are no big I's, no little U's over here. All opinions matter, and they will be respected. And if you're enjoying the conversation at any point, don't be afraid to share out the stream. And as always, I always ask that you please double tap the emojis to the right. Let YouTube know that your girl done turn on the porch light. And make sure you always have your notifications set so you are made aware of when Moca turns the porch light on. And another thing, supporting the channel is always appreciated, guys. Super chats, super stickers, gems to hype the live, and cash apps are all available. And all of it is appreciated more than you know. Y'all supporting me encourages me to open up this porch each and every night, giving you all a place to relax, unwind, and speak your minds. We don't have to agree with each other, but we can always disagree respectfully. Now, before we get into this conversation, let me say this clearly. Everything that we're discussing tonight needs to be discussed. This conversation tonight is not about clowning homeless people. It's not about humiliating people battling addiction. It's not about laughing at people who may be medically challenged, mentally unwell, vulnerable, or in need of help. The people in front of the camera are not the issue. The conversation tonight is about the person holding the phone, the person filming it, uploading, monetizing. And the question we're asking tonight is very simple. When does vulnerable people become content? Let's talk about it. But before I talk about it, y'all know I got to speak to my people, each and every one of you, because without you, there would be no me. And I'm very, very aware of that. My beautiful sister, April Webster, I see you, my love. Welcome. Happy Tuesday, baby. Tony, I see you, sis. Happy Tuesday. My sister, Deidre. Thank you, baby, for renewing your membership. I appreciate you, girl. Welcome and happy Tuesday, baby. My sister, PJ, welcome, 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 my love. Happy Tuesday to you. My sister, Black Goddess, welcome, sis. I see you up in here. Hey, Lachelle, welcome, my love. Happy Tuesday. Look at my girl, Lady, is up in here. Hey, boo. Happy Tuesday to you. Hey, Gina, welcome, my love. Deborah Crosby, I see you, my love. Welcome, my love. Girl, I'm trying to stay cool. It is so hot here, girl. Hey, Cynthia Garris, welcome, baby. My girl, No Nonsense, welcome, love. Kimberly Earls, happy Tuesday, baby. Welcome, welcome. Best I see you, my love. Welcome. Look at my girl, Miss B. Hey, baby, happy Tuesday. Indigo, welcome, my love. Hey, Shrell, welcome, my niece. Hey, Mary Kay, welcome, my love. She said, good evening, Moca mods and family. Oh, Moca, I was waiting on you for this one. He's doing way too much, sir. And that's the thing. Y'all don't know how I battled with this one. Y'all don't know how I battled with this one. I didn't want to come out here with this one. But if I could talk about everybody else, I can't pick and choose what my conversations is going to be about. Mary Kay said he doesn't think he's wrong doing it like this. Mary Kay, when you're right, baby, I gotta agree with you. Indigo said, and a conscience. That part, Indigo. Mary Kay said, I always remember it could have been me. That part. Hey, Sunshine, welcome, my love. Happy Tuesday to you. Hey, Jay, welcome, welcome, welcome. No nonsense says, and the thing is, sometimes when the people speak, right? When the people speak, sometimes we just have to sit back, right? And listen. Because everybody cannot be wrong. Everybody, sometimes you sitting on a porch, right? And you're peeping. That's what you call on the outside looking in. Sometimes you have to put yourself in a position and see what the people see. It may sound good, look good, feel good in a moment, but that's still somebody's child at the end of the day. And we're going to talk about the roles of these mothers that has came out and spoke on their children in these positions and being filmed for the world to see at their lowest. No nonsense says Marcus is sick and twisted. His good guy mask has fallen completely off. And it's sad. And no nonsense. It hurts me to see people say that about him. And I wonder at times, does it hurt him as well? It should. Because no content creator could stand without subscribers. And it's unfortunate that a lot of these people like this. I can't see so many twisted and sick individuals that like this shit. I can't see it. Sunshine said, this ninja is a lying fool. Tony says, in these streets, baby, they be clout chasing. She said, Sunshine says he think what he does to these people is funny. I pray to God he don't think it's funny. I pray to God he don't think it's funny. Sunshine said he's hurting these people more than they're already hurt. Hey, my girl, Essie, welcome, my love. Happy Tuesday to you. Hey, Love Selfishly, welcome, my love. Happy Tuesday, 504, my girl. Welcome, happy Tuesday. Hey, Peaches, my love, welcome, welcome, boo. We're going to have a conversation, guys. We're going to have a conversation. And you all are free to come up, speak how you feel. The link is pinned. Because I can't be the only one. Hey, my girl Chandra, welcome. Natasha, I see you, my love. Welcome. I can't be the only one that see what I see and feel the way I feel. But it's more personal for me. Sunshine said nothing he does hurts him. Did you hear the way he was talking on last night? Like God, it says it never hurt him. He doesn't have a soul. He's only worried about content and views. Let's keep it real. Hey, Courtney, welcome, my love. Welcome, welcome. Courtney says, finally caught alive. Hey, Moca. I wonder, has he thought about what if someone did this to his loved ones? That's a good question. But he did reply on a channel earlier, Courtney, and he says, people need to go out there and get their people. If they're that worried about their people, they need to go and get their people. Go see about their people. I'm going to ask the chat a question before I move forward. At what point? Because he's made it very clear. He's made it very clear that his intention for his channel has never been about helping people. He said that he was here to get their story. He wanted them to share their story. But my question is this. When a person is down and out, when a person is down and out, on their last leg, have nothing left, and all they have is their little integrity, how could you rob them of that? How can you rob them of that? You know, I hear a lot of people saying these people that he's interviewing are adults and they have a mind of their own. That's not true. Adult, yes. Mind of their own, no. Because you can clearly see that all these people are disturbed in some way. Each and every last one of them are fighting addictions. And I'm not only speaking of the people that's in the spotlight right now, also people in the past. My biggest concern, you have these people's children in the front of the camera. Feisty's mom came out here and poured her heart out. Rather, she was a good mom, a bad mom, a missing and absent mom. That's still her mother. Nobody could tell a mother how to feel about their children. Rather, this lady walked out of Feisty's life, yes or no. Then Feisty going right along with this bullshit and talking about her mom, when she clearly have no wrong. Because Feisty is an absent mother. Feisty lost all rights to her children. But you're in these streets of Atlanta doing the most for a few dollars. I hope people never forget. An addict will sell their mother for a fix, whether it's drugs or alcohol. We can't lose. This is how we're losing our people. It starts off small, and then it ends up someplace else. Exploitation comes in many forms. And I'll be the first to call this exploitation of our own people. Of our own people. And this hurts my heart. Hey, sis, I'm sorry, girl. I was running off by the mouth. Go ahead.
No, can you hear me? I'm in my
I hear,
backyard, so
I hear you, sis. Go ahead, boo.
I live in the city. So if y'all hear if y'all hear ambulance and stuff like that, I'm in my backyard. But no, I wasn't gonna cut you off. I was letting you finish your thought because once you get to go when you're going. But I'm gonna let you finish your point because I came to drag. I ain't even gonna lie. I ain't dragging the people on the platform as far as people, but I'm going to drag him because he needs to be dragged because enough is enough. He's went too far and he needs to
It-
take
and,
accountability.
and I've said it over and over again, I want us to stop and think about something because it's like, how do you make human suffering content? How How do we become so comfortable watching people living through homelessness, watching the addiction, watching them spiral out of control, watching the mental illness and the trauma that's so goddamn visible? And we scroll right past it like it's just another video and we laugh at it. These are not characters, people. These are real people. These people are mothers, their fathers, their sons and daughters. And the one thing that we have to acknowledge is these people's life took a turn somewhere along the way. And somewhere along the way, compassion started losing to being curious. And that curiosity is what got us here tonight. And what bothers me more than anything, everything that we're seeing unfold today in real time, we've heard about it along the years. These characters that he's dealing with today, the list was so much longer back then. And that's where it becomes unfortunate, because now it's a pattern. Now it's a pattern. And I have so many questions and I don't even know where to start. These people, it's easy to say they don't want to do this. It's easy to say they're doing this. You know, nobody can make them do it. They're doing it because they want to do it, because they're an adult. No. It's like a goddamn rabbit. If you know a rabbit desires a carrot and you dangle a carrot in front of a rabbit's face, what you think that rabbit is going to do? And these people are out here with nothing. $10 to an addict is $100. $20 is big money to an addict. They will sell their sister, their mothers, their children, and hell, even you if you ain't paying attention, because they want that fix.
And that's what he needs to
And
start
to
taking
feed that
accountability.
addiction, and to feel like it's content that bothers the fuck out of me. I don't care who like me for what I say and who don't, because I'm not here to go along to get along. What's right is right. These people are already in a bad ass place in their lives. Do you think they will ever recover? No, because there's no resources being put in their faces to do right. There's no direction for these people. And I'd rather not watch than to sit up here and be mad and look at them falling by the wayside. Look at the characters that's there now. Sis, go ahead on. Let me take a breather. Go ahead.
And see, that's the problem. He does never take accountability. He goes for the vulnerable and weak. And like you stated, they're all vulnerable and weak. You stated that they also need guidance. He plays on their intelligence. He plays on the situation they're in when it comes to their addiction, when it comes to their homelessness,
Oh, sis, we losing you.
can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you now.
I said he plays on all of that. He plays on their vulnerability. He plays on their addiction. He plays on their homelessness situation, and he plays on their trauma. And he holds all that in, and he feeds them the $10 and $20 for content. He doesn't care about anyone, to be honest with you. He don't even care about himself, because as a human being, as a grown 44-year-old man, you start your channel 6, 7 years ago about reuniting, quote unquote, families that people were homeless, and then it turned into a whole different thing where you sat and preyed on people that had trauma, had addictions, and other things, and you flipped it around for content. That's not content. I don't look at it as content. And you sat there and you fed them alcohol. You supplied them with allegedly drugs. You housed them, and then you do spicy channels with them. How can they come out of all that trauma when you each day, every other day, you making more content? How can they overlive what they went through the past and you still bringing trauma towards them. He's never going to take accountability. He plays word games with them. And a person with an addiction, because he has an addictive behavior and he plays on the weak. He is a catfish. A catfish is a person that goes in the bottom of the ocean, right? And eats up everything. He eats everything up. He eats all their stories up. He eats all their trauma up. And he eats up all their addiction and he keeps it close to them because he know they're gonna come back because they get $10 to $20 for their fix, somewhere to eat at, somewhere to sleep at. He doesn't
Uh,
care about their trauma and it's sickening and somebody needs to drag him.
but
But
when
guess
did
what? He
but
likes that
but
attention. He
where do we
likes that
draw the line?
attention.
Where do we draw the line though? Where do we draw the line? Okay, it's one thing to ask these people what got you to this place. I get that. Where do we draw the line? You asking them how did they get here? What caused them to be here? I get all of that. But then you're not pointing them in the right direction.
He when
And then
he
and
first
then
started
and
doing this
then
content,
and then if they have a certain look, and then if they have a certain, and I don't even I want to say a certain look or a certain shape. Let me just redirect my fucking self in this moment. How does the interviewer sleeps with the interviewee?
mm, well, that's crossing the line. That's called fraternizing because guess what? He's the employer and they're the employee. So he's been fraternizing for how long? Because he employs them. Once you trade money for an act of work, you become their employer. And that's called fraternizing. So he's fraternizing with his staff
But you
and
know,
doing,
you know,
and that's people don't understand. I believe in soul ties. You understand what I'm saying?
there were several interviewees that came out here before and accused him of
Mm.
sleeping with them, blah blah blah. That
Oh,
was
I know
denied.
all the names. I know all
Everybody
the
was.
names.
It first started with Monique. First started with Monique. Monique was supposed to be a liar. Monique claimed that he took her to his house, fed her gummies, took it. Then she didn't even have to shower, and that was somebody he interviewed. Monique's life has been hell. She struggled. She was a scammer. She scammed the people. God damn it, she homeless. That's what they do. I don't know where Monique left Atlanta. I don't know where she is now. I don't know where she is now.
It's called
But I'm
survival
glad
of the
she got
fittest.
away.
They trying to survive. But my thing is this: why would you take advantage of someone that's already going through trauma? Why would you sleep with someone that already has trauma? Everybody that got on his channel has said they had some type of ex abuse in their life, and then he sits there and sleeps with them. Or if he haven't slept with them, he used their trauma against them. He sits there and points the camera at their body, asks them how does it feel. He's a predator.
But the question, my thing is this, sis. Now, if I'm wrong, tell me I'm wrong, please. Now, if you're interviewing someone and you want to know their story, and you want to know how did they get here, why would the first question be, have you had any sexual trauma in your life? Have you been touched? Have you been arred? Have you shit like that? I mean,
I don't think he should go that
what
far.
does
I
that
don't
have
think
to
he
do
should.
with me? What does that have to do with me being outside? What does that have to do with
Nothing.
me being homeless?
Nothing. Nothing. Because at the end of the day, that didn't make you homeless. There was other things that led up to you being homeless. That's something that, like I said, he holds close to him because that's the sickness that he has. I think he feeds off of stuff like that, to be honest with you. That's just my opinion. Because he made a statement last night. He says, I know everyone's secret. I have a secret on everybody I interview. And that's
What?
all I'm going to say. Yes, that's exactly quote unquote. So type in the chat. She's so gorgeous. Type in the chat. Did he not on another 60 channel when he says, I know a secret about everybody I interview when it came to trauma and I hold it close to me. That's not the words but he basically was saying that he knows something about every interviewee he did, that he had something on them when it came to their trauma. He
Wow.
had a secret on them.
This is
Why would
this
you
is
need to know a secret about somebody?
right.
You see how sick and twisted his mind is?
Hey, Copper. This oh girl. Ugh.
Now
I
it's a
just
difference of doing an interview, find out what made them homeless, and that's it, and that's all, and ask them like, okay, there's other resources to help you get your ID. Um, if you have an addiction, let's try to see if we can go to where he used to take them to go to these places to get their ID and see if they could place them somewhere. Move on to the next interviewee. But all this sexual exploitation, like, oh, just that and sleeping with them, that's ridiculous. It's
it's
redundant.
become
He
too
keeps
much.
doing over and over and over.
And the way this shit is going, and it's just my opinion, I could be very wrong. But the way this shit is going, somebody is going to get hurt. And I
First of
hate
all,
for it
they
to not
already got
end
her.
well.
They're already getting her each and every time that he encounters these people that he interviews. He's putting more and more trauma on them. But guess what?
Look at these little boys, the young man CJ. CJ is mental and dangerous all in the same breath.
And
Copper
guess
said
what?
it
And
that Copper said that's why it's nasty work. Because why are we crossing boundaries enough to know random people's secret?
hello,
Copper. Copper, hit the
it's,
link, sis. It's pinned.
it's like playing Russian roulette with someone's life, and
This
that's
is
what
so
he's doing.
heartbreaking. This is heartbreaking. And you know, when Thicey's mom, I'm not here to you know talk about Thicey's mom. Because there are women that struggle to raise their children. Feisty mom had addictions as well. She told it. So she struggled raising Feisty. Feisty, you chose the life you chose. You doing what you doing, baby. But I can't see them downplaying Feisty's mom because she went on another platform and spoke on her daughter and what her daughter is out here doing. But I want to know, how did he get here though? What got his mindset the way that it is for him to treat these people the way that he's treating them? If you're gonna help them. I can see that. But when your sense of help is putting 4 or 5 of them up in one motel, setting up a camera, getting spicy content out of them while you record it, and go and buy a pizza for all of them to share. Make this make sense to me.
Nah,
But
you
then
talking about setting up.
there are some that was smart enough to just say, no, I don't want no more of this. And they truly walked away.
Yeah, and that was CJ, and that was what's his name? What's the boy name? I forgot his
Hey,
name.
Copper.
Hey,
Hey,
Mocha.
Copper.
Hey, Black Goddess.
Copper, what's your take on all of this, sis?
Listen, I stand. I always stand where it's just awkward to me because his mind frame is just weird to me. Like I never came across somebody like that to that aspect, and I've dealt with all types of psychology has always been my thing. So
Mm-hmm.
I done come across so many different type of mindsets, and I could get it. But with him, I just don't get it.
Me either.
I just don't get it because I saw a clip of the live that was that he the panel he did that was erased, and he said something about amazing trauma. Like, what the fuck is amazing trauma?
Oh, wow.
And I'm like, that's why people be feeling weird. Like, it's because some, like, okay, I know he be trying to use his higher vocabulary set, but it's like sometimes it's like a slip of the tongue or something, or it's
Has to be.
comfortable, or he just comfortable with speaking the truth and thinking that it's gonna bypass over people's head. You understand? Like, so I just don't get his mindset, because even when I started watching and he will be asking those questions, and I'm like, but he like to throw it on the audience because my people want to know. I know my people want to know, and I'm like, who want to know that? It's
Who
nothing.
wants to know, right?
Like, who wants to know that? And you're not teaching the world nothing. Everybody are aware in 2026 of all types of trauma that people go through. Or am I wrong?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So that's why I'm like, what's so interesting about that line of questioning? I never got it.
And that's
And
always the question, because truly the people don't want to know.
right, and to go into detail. All right, even if you want to address it, did you go through any trauma, or was it with family or what? But to get into detail and have them explain that to a whole world of strangers is just weird to me. Like,
Absolutely. And then he has no picks and chooses because, you know, I'm telling you, Copper, my mouth was hanging on the floor when the little girl came out, the little 18-year-old Kai.
oh
When she
yeah,
came out and said that he slept with her, I'm like, what the fuck?
yeah, that's definitely that was just crazy to me, because at the same, I always reflect, like, what if that was my dad? How would I feel if this is what my dad doing, and my dad got this stain on his name, and he try to dress like that his kids love him, this and this. Of course your kids gonna love you. I love my dad. My dad is my world. I love him more than any other person or any other thing in this world. But
Absolutely. And
he
I'm a
does
girl,
some
and I'm a
ways,
truly girl's dad. But certain
right?
things you just don't accept.
Yeah, and I'm like, and I could love my dad enough to know that he got certain things I don't like, but not to Marcus' extent. So I'm like, you know, you can. He's so confident, right? He's so confident about, oh, my people love me, my people this and that. But at the same time, you 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 are a representation of them too. If you're gonna bring them out here, I'm this dad. I'm this dad. Now it gives people room to criticize, and you feel like people shouldn't criticize you, but you open that door. You open that door, and it's
Absolutely.
and it's very awkward to me, like I said, because it's like, just imagine if that was your dad or your brother or anybody. Just like the interview, it's no different from the interview. You were like, damn, what if that was my brother out there acting a fool? Like, it's all about representation at the end of the, especially when people
Absolutely.
got families out there.
And that's
So
my biggest thing. Where's the respect for these people's families? Because these people belong to somebody. They're not all lost and forgotten.
right,
I don't
No,
get it.
but
I
Mocha,
don't get it.
you can't touch his kids. You can't touch his family. At the end of the day, let's. I'm gonna put it on the floor. The way, oh, he made a comment like 3 days ago. Oh, I gotta adjust the camera. But remember, you don't read the comments. Oh, I gotta put the camera, being sarcastic. The reason why you said that, because you made a video of you and your children walking, but you had the camera on your children's buttocks. Your two
Wow.
15 and 17-year-old children that are females, but you slept with an 18-year-old.
yeah, that's cringe. That's weird. Like,
I mean, if
And the
sleeping
whole
with the
world seen it.
but if sleeping with the 18-year-old wasn't cringe enough, I mean, what? I mean, when I talk about taking advantage, see, a lot of people in here don't know the story. But when I talk about taking advantage of the disabled, how low could you go sleeping with Sonny?
With no legs and one arm. Are you kidding me? Ain't got a colostomy bag. Let's go. Let's
Oh,
go.
and even with that interview, because when he interviewed her, she started looking at him sideways too. He's asking the questions, and here he go. Oh, because people want to know, people interested. Tell us. Marcus, our mind is not stuck. When we see new people, or they got a story, we are not worrying about their sex life. Like, that's
absolutely.
what I'm like. What about you want to connect with somebody? Because I did ask him on my panel. I mean, on the panel one time I was with him when spicy stuff came out, and I'm like, why you don't want to work with better people and better things? And he gave an explanation like, Oh, because when I was a kid, I used to watch. Like he was younger in his corn days. He didn't really like it because the people wasn't familiar, so he felt like it was fake, and so he think it's more better when you know the people and relate to them. And I'm like, what? That's when I was definitely stuck. Like, what?
Right.
Wait, wait, Copper. How can he relate to someone that has trauma, that has an addiction, and that's homeless? He doesn't. Let him tell it he has no trauma. Let him tell it. Oh, I live in Midtown. I got X, Y, and Z. Oh, my kids go to private school. Come on now. He can't relate. How can he relate? Unless he live in a facade.
Yeah, I guess he meant. I don't know. I'm not disputing what you say, but I know he also using the context of like being more familiar with them, which I thought was totally odd. Because I'm like, it's the opposite. Nobody is interested. Like, I don't want to know what my friends look like have doing it. Like, you know, that's weird. And I feel like Marcus feel like he done put himself to the level where these are his buddies now. These
Yeah.
are his buddies. You hanging out with
Yeah.
them, you cooling out with them, but you
They're
comfortable.
not his
You just
buddies.
you're comfortable enough to record them. So he made that distinction about himself, and it's just that right there is not clicking to me because in my head I don't want to see my friends in that view.
That part. And the sad part
He,
about now you done slept with Sonny, right? You done slept with now that's truly you can't get no disabled than that. But tell me why Sonny is now on the corn site.
I
Yeah,
can't. I can't.
yeah,
Nah, see,
I
what was
mean,
his
where are the
words?
boundaries? Like Gina says, he has no boundaries.
no, that's
What he said,
that's what
I
I
play
think.
many roles. I play many roles. I bet you do. He's no one's friend. It's all about content and views for him and how much money he can make off of them. If you calculate, if they're paying 555, right, and you got 5,000 people on that paid site, right, and you paying them 20, 30, up to $50, that's pennies on a dollar to them, to him. He's making all the money while he's putting them through trauma. They're not his buddies, and they damn sure is not his friends.
And
He
he
can
and
never
he's
go to somebody with a right state of mind, right, like us, and come
right.
get an interview out of us. Of course, that's why he stay around that Piedmont Park all the time and get addicts that are addicted, homeless people that are vulnerable. He never does an interview with a person that is in a right state of mind. And then he feeds them alcohol too, as well.
That's ridiculous. She hanging in bushes. Thank you for the gift, boo. Thank
He's
you so very
disgusting.
much. This is horrible, y'all. This is horrible. And listen, what makes it even worse? And I don't know if anybody else see this the way that I see it. Y'all know the white boy that Feisty had, right?
Oh
That
man.
white boy was begging to be on the spicy content.
Mm-hmm.
He decided, oh no, this is not for you. I'm going to
You know
respect this
why?
white boy. I'm not going to put this white boy in my business. But what I will do is keep putting my black people in the dirt, using them, and got them turning up doing all kind of shit. You got Feisty over there being with women and men. Not Polo being with women and men.
Of
Tone
course.
being with women and men.
But
Man,
And,
oh
you
man, oh man.
do you
and
know
ain't
what he
none of
said
them go
about
to
the
the
white boy
clinic.
though? With the white boy, he said when he first denied him, he like, nah. He said, now you definitely gonna bring too much heat my way, as if him filming a white boy is gonna get him jammed up. So in
Of
my head, I'm
course.
thinking, so why you don't want, why you so comfortable filming everybody else, but why would the white boy jam you up if everything you doing is legit? If
Yes,
everything
Because
you
it's
doing
not.
is
that part. That
It's
part.
not.
that's what threw me off. I'm like, what the fuck? That was the craziest shit I heard. I was taken aback. Like, what?
How about this? He need to take his whole crew to the clinic. Ain't that? And the crazy part, they're not even sleeping with protection.
None
None
of
of
them.
them.
And don't get me wrong, I do get I I get when people say, "Oh, but they want to do this and they want to do that," and at the same time, they could still be vulnerable people. It's no different than somebody thinking, "Oh, I got to feed my baby. I don't know what to do," and a man come over and offer her some money for exchange, and she prostitute herself, it's she was still vulnerable, and you know she needed the money, so you offered that money in exchange to make a. It's not full coercion, but it's like, okay, I'm gonna use this above your head because I know you want the money. You understand? So it's like, if they don't want
Right.
to answer certain questions, and he'll be like, "Oh, see, before it started, I told you, it's about truth and transparent." So people probably feel like they stuck between a rock and a hard place because they want the money for the
Right,
interview and
because
whatever
they're
he
out there with
pregame with them.
absolutely nothing. So $5 to them, that's a lot of money when you ain't got shit.
Right.
No
But do you hear
nonsense
them
said,
saying?
no nonsense said, let's be honest. Why would Sonny want to do a spicy scene? I mean, who want to see it? I ain't being funny, but you're telling the truth. Who want to see
Ah,
that? Him.
he
Oh,
had it
this is,
before. He had it before. He said everybody needs some love. The handicap too. He had her so hey. He had her. Marcus
wow.
had her several times.
But that's who she's on the spicy scene with, on the spicy content with him.
Mm-mm-mm.
This
Now he told me
is,
about the film another spicy contest last night. Discuss.
this
And
is,
y'all
this
want to
is,
see her.
no, 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 no,
We don't
no,
want to
no,
see
no.
nothing.
I mean, I get it. I get it. Everybody want content. I get it. But at what cost, though? That's what
Right.
gets me. At what cost?
But see, he's using their dignity to make content. And that's the sickening part about it.
And
That's the
you know
sickening
what's
part
funny,
about
right?
it.
I really think he is like, he got a delusional trait where he felt like he's viewed in a better light than he's in, because he swears he gets acknowledged, he gets love, and people like what he do. So it was funny because I even went to the spicy content site just to read the comments. Somebody told me about the comments. Most of the comments is negative, 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 and I'm like, I realized he do that on his YouTube too. Like, he's even before he started making spot. Oh, more people love me. Numbers speak for itself. Numbers don't represent love. Numbers
Absolutely not.
represent people just watching it, and what people watching it
Absolutely.
for different reasons. It ain't love. So I think he does this thing where he construe things to make it look like he's in the good light. And I'm like, if you're getting
You
so
have to
much
have a
feedback
sick and
offline,
twisted
online,
mind.
yeah. So I don't get it. I don't get it. But
Quita caught her head
that's
and got the fuck on. I'm glad she did. I'm glad she did.
shit.
I believe she's coming back. That's what my
You,
spirit
you,
say.
you, you got Lolly. Lolly had a story to tell. When she said what she said, it was questionable. Nobody wanted to believe that, and I guess I didn't even want to look at him in that light. I didn't want to believe it. But then the stories kept coming out. The
Yeah.
stories they just keep coming out. This is not good. My 5 heartbeats. Thank you so very much for supporting the channel, my love, and thank you for subscribing. Thank you, baby. Miss Always the Lady. Welcome, love. Miss B say he's looking sickly. You got Feisty back and forth to the hospital, back and forth to the hospital. This shit will not end well. Tragedy sitting up there
I
plotting
think
his
he
ass
he
off.
suppress he suppressed his own immune system. He keeps saying he gets sick by the baby, but I'm like, damn, who gets sick that much? And it's because you bring all these people off the street into your car, into your home, and this is like, where they do that at?
Where do you draw the line? Where do you draw the line? Because here you are, you recording spicy scenes inside your home where your children lay their head. You
The
got them
whole
smoking. You,
crackheads.
you got them with pipes and all kind of shit turning up in your living room. But yet you want to give these young children advice. You can't do that.
Mm-hmm.
This is so disheartening. This is so disheartening. Now you got Tad, you got Dominique, you got Tone. Where all of these transgenders and how all of these people fit in the mix? And then for
I don't.
And then for, was it Polo? Polo, you're too old for this shit. To sit up here and say how much you done fell in love with Cash. And Marcus, I can't believe you around here promoting Cash to lay up with anybody and knowing Cash got a dick.
Mocha. He's running out of
I
content.
think
We
that's
all know
what's
that.
I, I that's interesting. Like, I don't, it's just weird to me. 'Cause people say, like, it's just
You're breaking up,
what is
Copper.
the thing? But at the end of the day, like, you and anything, like, you don't, when it comes to making $1 or getting some content, you'll do anything for it, and that's just as bad as them doing anything to make $1 for him. That's why I feel like people hold him on a pedestal and think he could lead these people and help. I don't think he can. He's not capable because he's equally yoked, just like them. He's just more stable financially. That's it. That's all. And he's not strung out on those substances.
Listen, Copper, I mean, when I talk about morals, I mean morals from a good place. I listen. Before I stoop that low for content, I'll go get a 9 to 5. You
Real
Right.
don't
talk.
hurt people. And then when it gets worse, look at how he tried to throw Vaughn under the bus. You
Mm.
don't do shit like that. You just don't.
Yeah, because you mad at the comments and you lied on Vaughn. You lied when the last
Yeah,
time you spoke to Vaughn and you just lied on him just like that.
just like that. Peaches,
But
thank you
you
for
see,
Because
supporting the
you was
channel,
mad
boo.
at the comments.
but you see how he did Vaughn last. He said, "Oh, he sat there talking about that man's kids, but you can't talk about his kids, right?" And they had to tell him like, "Ho, ho, my." I was in the comments. I was like, first of all, I thought kids were off limits. Second of all, remember, you don't want nobody talking about your kids. But let's go there. You sitting there calling people HOEs and you did this, that, other. He's a deadbeat. And, oh, I know somebody personally that's a member of my channel. They told me he don't take care of his kids, this, that, and you did this, that, and other. That I said that man is not here to defend himself. Why are you talking about a grown ass man? Number three, I said, furthermore, you're not a good father because your kids go to Starbucks and y'all just had ice cream and they look at
Yeah,
you as
that's
a good life, blah, 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 blah. That don't make you a good father. That don't
right.
make you a
But
good
how
father.
do
Look
you
how you
feel?
out here in these streets.
But
And
my
another
thing is,
thing, I
how
said,
do
as
you
far as a
feel?
woman,
How do
you
you
had
feel knowing
a
that you're
baby
giving
by a
this to your
prostitute.
children? That's my biggest thing. How do you feel knowing you're giving this to your children, right? But then you out here and you exploiting somebody else's children in order for
That
yours to
part.
have.
What comes around goes around. Trust, believe. The same way he treat these people, somebody else gonna get his doors and treat him the same way. I'm just saying. You ain't said it, I said it, so come for me.
The
What goes
universe is
around
a
comes
bit.
around.
You're talking about the universe coming
It's
back.
called universal law. It's universal law. And guess what? He can't even protect himself. It's look how he look in the face. How you 44 looking like you 64 in the face?
Hmm.
I thinking you look
Kami-
stressed out.
Kamisha said, Mocha, I watched 2 episodes and I couldn't do it anymore. It seems as if this man is exploiting these people. If you ask me, this Marcus is mentally ill too. To think he gonna get away with this, to be honest, is God's work. Baby, that's his favorite word. That's God. Look, that's God's plan. God ain't got shit to do with this.
Yeah, that's that delusion I was talking about.
I don't like that part. It's all in God's plan. No, 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 no. God ain't got nothing to do with this. It took me everything to come out here and talk about this. But at some point, enough is enough. Somebody's gonna get hurt, and I see it all. And you see, Ant is a fucking instigator. And something makes me believe him and Ant got something going on with all of this shit. Because Feisty don't know whether she's coming or going. And she's caught between the two.
Yeah,
You
they
know,
both they both
Feisty done
Yeah, they
said what
both.
she said. Feisty told her truth. I don't give a damn what nobody says. Feisty told her truth. He made her take her story back. That's the same way he made Sonny take her story back. That's the same way he made Yana take hers. He made them all apologize.
Hmm.
And that goes back to what he said last night. I got secrets on everybody that I hold. Come on now. Make it make sense. He got something on everybody. You're not gonna spit
Well,
out something, say it, and stick on it, and then all of a sudden, 2 days later, when he goes quiet for 3 days, now everybody be recanting their story. Why? Because they need the money. They need the traction to their channels. Come on now. He's playing a dirty game
This is
because he's a dirty
crazy to me.
individual.
but you
This
know
is
what's so
crazy.
funny? Because even Quita used to always tell her, "My friends don't like you.
And she
My
said
friends
it.
don't like you. They don't like you, Marcus."
But he didn't like them that called him out. Look at Shanika. Shanika called him out on every fucking thing. She was called crazy, but she called him out.
Hmm.
And
Listen,
that's the
I
part
was,
that I don't get because, he spoke on Vaughn and his children. He said he let the world know Vaughn had 7 children. Vaughn is only on YouTube with 2 of his children. The world didn't know he had 7. Then you call him a deadbeat dad. You talk about Shanika and her son. Come on now.
but
But if somebody
listen, I
when the
don't take
rag
them.
when the Ragsdale mentioned yours, you went ape shit.
But that's why I was laughing, Mocha, because he tried to get so serious in the camera at that moment, like he was preaching some real points. Oh, y'all, because y'all hold these deadbeat dads on the pedestal, and get back to that. First of all, Kelsey is a deadbeat. You put her on the pedestal like she's some
Hell to
type
the
of
yes. She is
of
definitely a deadbeat.
idol,
Kelsey a
and
deadbeat.
Feisty is the biggest star. Feisty ain't in her children's life either. So how you so mad at Vaughn and think you
Abs-
can talk about anybody else?
that's right. But
But we
Vaughn
don't
is
know
a
that
big
as an
Feist is
lie.
actual fact.
Feisty done lost custody of all her children. But yet you look at Feisty in a different light than you look at the rest of these people. That makes no goddamn sense to me.
But
And then you
you're
got
Exactly.
so-called
Kelsey over
assistant.
there thinking she's better than everybody else. And Kelsey don't have her fucking children either.
Oh, let's talk about it. The one you made a baby with, since you want to talk about people's kids, was a trick, selling her punani, okay? And was an addict too, but you cleaned her up. Was staying with your mammy. Let's get it. Come on now, Marcus. You can't talk about nobody. Oh, my queen, my queen. You ain't even with her. You ain't even with her. But he want to talk about everybody's kids and their situation. How do you have a baby by an interviewee that was homeless, that was in an attic, and it was turning tricks? But you praise her and put her on a pedestal. It's like you made a comment, oh, y'all praise these hoes. She was a hoe. She's a reform hoe. And we don't know if she reformed or not.
Yeah. All spicy. I mean, all spicy. All Kelsey care about is getting piped down. Kelsey don't care about nothing else.
And don't give a fuck who she do spicy content with.
She just want to. Yeah. She just want to. She just want to be the best whore in town. And you worry about Vaughn, and Vaughn actually do take care of his kids. And actually, 3 of his kids live with him, but he don't show his oldest son. And he made it try to
No,
seem like MJO was taking care of him. No, MJO helped him, but you think she's still taking care of him? So why you put that narrative out there? Because I know you don't believe
MGO
MJO
saw
is still taking care of him.
MGO saw Marcus kept putting that camera in Von's face, right? So MGO did the right thing. She offered resources to Von, which is something he should have been doing. So it took a
Yes.
supporter of his to step up to the plate and offer support to one of the people that he interviewed. And that's where the problem comes in at because MGO did something that he could not do for those people that he
he,
was making money off of.
he don't have no resources.
Period.
And that's the
And
problem.
he ain't never been a father on his own, a full time father on his own to talk about anything. Because he saw I say, "Oh, Vaughn don't got no job." First of all, Vaughn was working. His problem was
Absolutely.
childcare. So that's how I didn't respect it. Because you just sat up here and lied. You thought you knew what you was talking about. You didn't eat. You didn't eat at all. And it was just so funny because I'm like, how you trying to act fake serious talking shit about Vaughn and you support Kelsey and Feisty? The fuck, you a joke. That shit was so funny. I was laughing. I don't care. I was
You have to
dying. Like,
make it
You
make sense.
he
Copper,
can't
you
be
call that
serious.
support? That's not support. That's called enabling them.
No, that's
That's not
no.
support.
I don't think it's support. No. I say that's what he deal with. He put them on the pedestal. Like, you know,
Mhm.
he don't lead them on the right path. To
Nope.
Exactly. Because he's not on the, how can a person lead somebody on the right path when they're not on the right path? He's not on the right path. And you talking about he always his quote is what about God? When they asked about religion, he went all around the mulberry bush last night. He never said God. They said, what about your religion? He said everything from A to Z and never got to the actual question. I was like, Marcus, answer the question. They
But
was
he
like, it's
couldn't
either
hold,
yes or no.
he couldn't answer
He
that question
wordplay.
since
He
he went to
wordplay.
church. He went to church when T got baptized, right? He was in church with his phone, with his camera, and he walked out of church and he announced to the world while T was getting baptized that he had a spicy content channel coming up. He did that at church.
You know what? You know what? And see, that's the problem right there. Everything is content for him. Everything.
but it's
Who's
more
getting
than
out their bed
content.
3 o'clock in the morning to go feel some drink? Somebody that's intoxicated. Not me. That's not
But
content.
and it's crazy because it's bigger than content to me. Like it just
Yeah,
sexual. It
yeah.
becomes
It's a sexual, yes, it's a demon. It's a sexual demon. And that's what it's all boiling down to. Because my thing is you have no picks and chooses as to who the fuck you lay down with. You have no picks and chooses. It's as a man. As a man. I got a fucking man. I wish the fuck I would see this motherfucker sitting up here videoing two niggas, literally two niggas fucking. So if you comfortable videoing these two niggas, nigga, what is wrong with you?
and
Okay,
the
no, I hear you,
this
sus, but wait a minute. This the kicker. Use this. Remember, he put the video cameras for them before, right?
He put the video
Why
camera
didn't you?
for Feisty and yeah, when the four was sharing that room with them babies.
Yeah. So my thing is this: why was you in there directing, right? Why was you telling the transgender cast to shake her ass? Why when she
exactly.
told you that she had, ejaculated, right? I
Oh,
mean, Pola ejaculated. Why did you zoom the camera and say let you see between
oh,
crack her ass? Yes, you did.
Shut your mouth and keep on
Yes,
talking.
you
oh
yes
my
you
God.
did.
You the lie.
And the last scene was of him going between the crack of her ass, Polo pulling out, and he was in between the crack of her ass looking.
Yeah, that shit
Shut
weird,
up.
dog. I ain't even gonna hold you, really.
That's sick. That's sick. Right there, that's sick.
But then when
Yeah,
they asked him was he gay, I'm a whole heterosexual man. But then you start talking about something. No, no, no. Let's get back to it. They asked about that scene that I just mentioned. Well, I play many of roles. No. Why would you want to see two men have sex? Well, I'm the director. I'm no, 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 no. Why were you telling her to shake her, the transgender to shake her, she whatever? Because I want to, you know, mispronounce or, whatever pronoun they
Miss
use,
Miss Gender.
misgender. Just come on, airplane, dang. Go to the airport. I don't want Miss Gender Cash to shake her ass harder. Why would you tell them, Paul, oh, move her this way, move her that way, do this, do that? What?
Oh
And then you
wow.
mentioned it that Paul was so rock hard. You're talking about it, but then you got on another content creator about asking feisty about your meat side. That's not what he said. He asked who was better, Polo or Marcus. And she said, Polo. You made a comment saying, why would the other content creator ask about your meat side? But you said made a comment that Polo was rock hard. You know why? Because you had the camera so close to them, and you were so close that you went all the way up. You could have zoomed. You went all the way up into the crack of her ass to see where he ejaculated. That's come on now. He's he's bi,
Yeah, you
Wow.
allegedly.
know, it's so weird because I worked the same industry. I have owned one company for years, and I worked with all types of famous, known corn stars and everything.
I remember you telling us that.
And me as a woman, a straight woman, it's still some things I'm not comfortable with. And so my best friend is a stud. So whenever there's if I got girl on girl action, I got her for that. That was no problem. And even as a heterosexual woman, I wouldn't feel comfortable in a room with two dudes like doing it. Like I because I'm not I don't know how
It,
to look at that to get the to shoot the best view. You understand? Like
right,
it's
right.
not my audience. So I feel like okay, you feel like you want to cater to an audience, but I don't feel like you just get I really feel like he does this to get reactions out of people for the shock value at the same time because he's pushing limits and
But
boundaries.
but Copper, what did it do for him mentally? Because guess what? I get what you're saying as far as the shock value, but he could have set that camera up there because he has the equipment.
I mean, yeah, you could truthfully, when you shooting that type of content, like just a camera view is not really gonna work, to be honest. Like just putting it on the dresser because you're not gonna get the angles or the good, scenes that people want to
He
see.
has an assistant. Yes, but I'm just saying, if you know that was a transgender,
But that's what I'm
right?
saying.
And
He could have got Kelsey. He could have got Dominique like he did before.
Absolutely.
exactly. But to make those comments like, oh yeah, Paul was rock hard and oh let me see when she's like, oh he, ejaculated already. But you telling her the move your cheeks and stuff like what?
Yeah, his
That's
interaction
not a
with Cash is questionable because Dominique Cash was on the site already, but the other trans did Cash. So that's why it's like now why you want to be in a room filming with Polo and Cash? Like what? Like what?
but
That,
then
that,
you zoom up. You understand it's a difference when somebody zoom their camera and they walk up to the camera. I mean walk up to the person and then present themselves in between them two to show that actual image. You understand what I'm saying? As different he was by the mirror or by the dress. No, he walked up.
Yeah, close up. He did a close up
Yeah.
basically. Charles,
and,
Like,
I think
like
it's
and
weird. I
this
ain't
is,
defending him because
but my thing
he
is,
didn't have to record
it's
it.
just all around sad, right? It's just all around sad because at the end of the day, I'm still stuck on. At the end of the day, these people belong to somebody.
Right.
These
first of
people,
all,
all these
you,
people belong to somebody. They have a story, it's true. They got trauma, it's true. These people, they all got a history, they all got a family. These people was once somebody's baby. Somebody once called these people my little baby. They done prayed for these people, they done love these people. And honestly, their parents, their family still love them. And when we forget that, we stop seeing them as people. And now they're being seen as straight fucking content.
mind you, my
Exactly,
heart goes
Mocha.
out to
So
Polo's mom because before it came out, she did an interview and she was like, I don't know anything about that. I know that he had plenty of women. She named the type of women he dated. And then she's like, I don't know what he do down there, but I'm pretty sure my son is not, gay, whatever. And then the next day it dropped. But mind you, remember his mom said that she was going to get a lawyer. Do not put her on the camera. Do not put her interview. He disrespected the mother. And it's just certain things that he just takes it like he doesn't draw the line in the sand. He doesn't care. When Paula Mom asks him not to do X, Y, and Z. And like you said, they have families. So he has a niece.
Exactly.
He has a
And that's
mother. He has a
that's
stepfather.
yeah, because
He has
that's
a
why it's so
sister.
weird. How it go from these people real life stories and real life lifestyles, and they got trauma, they got addictions, they got issues, to now to spicy content.
And then he smiled and these
The
people,
whole world know adults have sex. We know that. So again, when it came to the trauma part, you're not showing the world nothing new. Are they interesting stories sometimes? Yes, but do they have to go into detail? No, especially if they don't want to, or feel like they have to get a little $10, $20 real quick. So that's why it's so weird, because at the same time, you are aware that when you posted these people that their family watch them, somebody may know them, because he even says
Absolutely.
that to certain people. Oh, you never know. Everybody watch my channel, because they'll be like, oh, you think? Remember, you used to ask the question like, if somebody called out like their mom or something, or their dad. Oh, what would you? If you had a chance to speak to that person, what would you say to them? And they were talking to camera. So it's in your head that family is watching, or possibly watching, relatives, childhood friends or whoever. And I think it's weird that and then now you want to turn them into, you know, cheap corn stars. How it go from that to that?
he, he
Right.
been stopped doing that. He been
And
stopped doing
and
that.
and, and one of the most listen, even with Feisty. Now, first of all, Feisty is too old to be running around run Atlanta with no shoes on with them little children she running the streets with. That's number one. Feisty is back and forth in the hospital, back and forth in the hospital, back and forth in the hospital. Feisty got more shit going on than a little bit. And she don't mind. Because right now she refused to talk about him at all. Again, like I said, her ass on probation because she's still going back to him. I don't
Hmm.
give a fuck. But he got them. He's using them for his content, but he got them panhandling the subscribers. I wouldn't give Feisty a dime. Feisty, on the other hand, when I talk about dehumanizing somebody, Feisty stood in that church parking lot with a whole snowsuit on and pissed standing up in a cup for the camera.
What?
You Oh yeah, that's when he so say gave her the drug test. She
Oh,
pissed
I
in
didn't
the
see.
church parking lot 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning while he was on live. One of his subscribers said, "Hey, I got the kid at home. Meet me at the church." And they
Hmm.
went in the church parking lot. This girl supposedly took a drug test in the parking lot. I'm like, y'all, this can't be real.
Yeah.
And I do believe when he took her to CVS to get that other fake HIV test, the House in Virginia test, when he went take her to get that, I think that was for his own personals.
Right, and he tried to project it on Ant. Oh, Ant, why you so worried, Ant? Why you look so interested in the results?
Because Spicer had just came out and said that she slept with him.
No,
So
that
now
was
all of a
before.
sudden,
It was before. That's why I was laughing, because even all right. So Feisty did the test, right? Then a little after that, he had a panel, and somebody came up on his panel and asked him, please, Marcus, please tell me you didn't do Feisty." He said, "No, me and Feisty never did it." Then next, a few days after that, it came out that, oh yeah, Marcus F me too. He sleep with everybody. And
yes,
I'm like,
yes,
wow.
yes. And you know what? He never admitted it nor denied it.
He
Which
tried
is,
to throw her. He low key admitted he tried to throw her under the bus, because when he first picked up and they was in the barber shop after she came out of the hospital that time, because um remember he was saying, oh, and you got Troy asking about my meat. Remember Troy asked Feisty who was better, Polo or Marcus. He said
yep,
Polo. So he got petty at her and gonna say what, basically he said something like, basically, you know, Feisty didn't get the real thing. Like Feisty couldn't turn him on, or get him up to some aspect. And I'm like, oh, so now
wow.
you want to shade her because she said Polo better than you? Yeah, okay.
This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. They could stay in Atlanta with that bullshit. Ugh.
Yeah, yep. And that's what I'm trying to figure out. Why did you even smash her just to deny her, and then you don't have no problem saying whoever came out, you acknowledge it. Now you ain't say you don't
This
want to talk under your clothes. It ain't talking under your clothes. It's acknowledging yes or no. Nobody asking details,
this
but
is sick on
he
all
addressed
levels, y'all.
it.
On all
Yeah, it
levels,
is
this is
sick.
sick. There, there was Monique,
But
there was
in my head,
Yana, there was Lolly, there was Sonny. And then let's not forget the story with Josias. That was Josias. Then there was the disabled white couple with Josias. Y'all remember that?
yeah.
Shit.
Oh, speaking of hypocrisy, remember he tried to call out when CJ first started spilling beans on him. He said, "Well, why you didn't tell the people you attempted to grape Kelsey?" And that's my thing. So you knew this about him, but you still messed with him, right? So how you gonna
Uh-huh.
call him about it afterwards because he calling you out? Because you still dealt with him and you trying to defend his character. Like we slow, like we don't know what we talking about just because we not behind the camera with y'all. That he not abusive, and then it came out
Right.
he's abusive. So
And, and,
you
and
knew
then
this
the thing
about him,
is, that's the story. That's the story that Kelsey told him, but Kelsey was in there getting high as a kite. Kelsey was getting high. It
yeah.
was in a moment
Kelsey,
where, yeah, her and CJ was smoking.
yeah. So my thing is, you know his character too, but you try to defend him at first when y'all was cool. That's why his what he say about people, I don't take it into consideration. I go off my own thoughts. I don't care
Absolutely.
what he say. Just because he be like, oh, because I'm here with them and this, I don't care. My own, I go on my own judgment about people because he defend bullshit, and I'm like, nah. I see what I see. I ain't stupid.
CJ is in a room being abusive as hell to Maya. Talk to what's the little girl name? Not Maya. What's the little girl name?
Heaven.
Heaven. CJ being abusive as hell to Heaven. And he's watching that. He's filming it. And you mean to
Mhm.
tell me as a man, you're not gonna tell CJ that's a fucking enough?
Right. Exactly. I couldn't be around
Make
that
it
shit.
make sense. I don't agree with that shit. And I just cannot. And I don't have no respect. I mean, people do what they want, go where they want, watch what they want. But all that defending, all of that fucking defending him and his actions, I'm not okay with none of the motherfuckers that defend that shit. You don't find excuses for wrong. And that's what you're doing. All of these people are finding excuses for what the fuck he's doing, and there's no right in what he's doing. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's why even though people say, "Oh, they grown adults and they agree to it," I can agree with the aspect, but just because they agree to it, you already know. That's just like if a pregnant woman came to me and wanted to buy drugs off me, and I'm a drug dealer, I'm still have some morals and not sell to her, a pregnant woman. You understand? So
Absolutely. But even if these people
it's
are grown in number, they're not grown mentally. And that's the part that they
right.
fucking missing.
Yeah, I mean to be fair,
None
I
of them
think
got an
Marcus.
ID. Nobody is legal. How the hell you that grown and you can't even identify yourself if you needed to? Hmm.
Man,
Th-
they had a little
This is
boy lying to
crazy.
them, telling him he 20, 18. He clearly a baby.
Oh, that little boy that was with what his name? K3?
J3.
J3, whatever. But that little boy had to be all of 14. Fuck.
Yep,
And Feisty could have found her ass under the jail because I know she been sleeping with that little boy.
that's how I feel. I felt like they, it was either it was done or it was a matter of time because she was too close to him and nobody else was around. She didn't have chaos or tragedy there for a minute around
Absolutely.
him. And I'm like, all she needed is to get drunk and it was over. So that's
And
crazy.
the money has run out. Feisty don't have money. She don't have nothing right now. So Feisty, she's been admitting herself back and forth in that hospital for the last week or so. She needs shelter and she needs something to fucking eat.
And I don't. People feel like Feisty could live independent, take care of herself. I disagree, and I think people don't understand. Her family came out here and say plenty of times that this is her behavior.
Yep.
She's been doing it before she met Marcus, so
Y-
it's not just a show. It's not a
It's not a show.
performance. It's
That's
not
who
some
she
kind.
is.
This is she dead serious that way. And
And
even
then
when she was on the panel earlier, and I asked her a couple of questions, I don't. She doesn't seem to process her future. Like she doesn't
no,
have no concept of let me do this and get this done so I could be good. She just like Cause I asked her about housing. She brought up, oh yeah, I just gotta get money paid for a room and this and this and my ID. Like girl, I'm
uh-huh.
talking about housing. Like
She
she
don't
don't
want to
get
help
it.
herself. She wants the finances. She want what people could do for her. And then to keep bringing up, because my family is politician. I come from a politician family. Well, you ain't got no shame in bringing embarrassment to your politician family.
Period.
This shit is crazy to me. This is crazy.
It's a whole bunch of hypocrisy. That's what it is. It's
And
like,
her mom may not be standing on business and standing in her truth either. But either way it go, that still fights his mom. And that lady said that Feisty lives for attention. She's always been that way. She's a liar and everything else.
that's the same thing her baby daddy said about her. He said
That's
when she
right.
was pregnant, she didn't even care about being pregnant. She just liked the attention she got, like the baby shower, the gifts. She didn't care about being a mother. She just liked the attention she got from being pregnant.
And that's why she lost custody of all of them.
Yeah.
This is crazy to me. So if you really care about your number one, your number one moneymaker on the channel right now, why don't you fix this woman in a situation to where she could one day reunite with her fucking children?
Yep.
But if you really
Because
care,
he even tried to stick up for her halfway too, talking about, oh yeah, it's a little complex because they really not trying to hear her. They don't have to hear her. They heard enough. That's why they went to court and got their children.
absolutely,
And she
absolutely.
just she don't the ex husband specifically said like all I ask is to get her shit together. Like, get yourself a little more stable, then we could work on something. But she ain't doing what she gotta do. And that's just what it is. Point blank period. That's what it she's not doing what she gotta do to make herself better for herself or even for her children. So she's not gonna have no I don't you can't blame them for not allowing her to reach out to her children when she talking circles to us. So
That's right.
imagine somebody calling you a child and they feel some type of way anyway, like where my mama and she calling talking a whole bunch of nonsense in circles, and then you probably hear from her 3 days to get another 3 months, and she drunk and talking in circles. That's not healthy for them.
Mm. I just wish Marcus would find another direction to go into, because how do you have spicy content as a man, right? You got, for one, I don't even see how that shit is on YouTube. But anyway, you got it. And then you title it Dad's Briefcase. You know how that shit sounds? Uh, uh,
I don't, I don't know. A lot of stuff just sound weird, and you know what? I'm tired. I expressed my grievances about it. And right now, I'm just watching to see how it's going to play out. I don't think it's going to play out good. And I'm not
no.
wishing bad on nobody, but they, I mean, if people can't see where they headed themselves, what can I do about that?
Yeah, because it's not looking good. And it's
I
just not. It's not going to end well. It's definitely not. And the reason I feel it's not going to end well, too many characters, in and out, in and out, in and out. And now you got some characters that's really upset, really mad. So who knows where this is going? So he got to stop. Marcus got to stop walking around here feeling like he's bigger than the program. He's not, because right, that same program is going to hand his ass to him. And I wish
Man,
people,
listen.
and I wish people would stop sitting up there and wanting to go along to get along and tell him the fucking truth. This shit is not morally acceptable in a real world.
Yeah, in the real world, hell no. Nope. Because Marcus used to argue with us talk about, oh, because y'all women, y'all see it a different way, but ask a man. And I'm like, Marcus, I'm around men, they don't agree with you. And as you can see, there's men that speak out against you too. And no, it's not because you got a lavish lifestyle, you got some baddies, or none of that. It's just what you choose to partake in. And at the same time, it's his character, is his name. So that's what Marcus is gonna have to deal with. He's gonna have to deal with whatever comes his way.
Absolutely.
That's his life period. So
Absolutely.
nobody's
Because my thing is,
nobody's
you're
gonna
doing all of this. You're talking about is the bag. Feisty was messing up your money. You brag on how much you make on YouTube a month. You brag on you've had your best months yet on YouTube. But hold up. If you're going to do all of this and you're talking about getting a spicy house for content, why don't you take all what you're generating off of YouTube? Because I can't tell nobody what to do and how to do it.
right.
But I would be a homeowner. Be a homeowner. That would make more sense.
I just said that the other day. I said I would if I was an ATL, I swear I would have made money off Marcus too. I would have opened up me an adult group home, make them get into a program, they pay me rent every month. Yeah, y'all gonna follow the rules in here. Y'all can do whatever y'all want. Well, outside this house though, but I'm gonna benefit too, cause y'all need checks, y'all need assistance, y'all need housing.
Absolutely. I mean, and the thing is, he got the world in his hand right now. Everybody that you deal with got a problem and is check eligible, but you ain't looking at the big picture. You
Yeah.
don't care whether or not their people are watching. You don't care about them pretty damn much because I mean, at the end of the day, after the camera leaves their face, they're on their own. That's why Feist and her crew was always on people's platform begging
Mm-hmm.
because once you're done with them, you're done with them. So they're still out there panhandling, doing nothing, sleeping in train stations, having nothing. And y'all wonder why Feisty was running around here with the same clothes on day after day after day. She bringing you the most money to your channel right now, but yet you got her walking out here looking like a rag muffin.
even
And
something even something as basic as telling her how to manage her money. I know you can't tell
absolutely,
grown people what to do, but if she's gonna be, somebody close to you, you pay her all this money. Feisty has yet to say she was asking you to buy her wigs and you to carry her somewhere, and she gives all her money to charity or whoever she's sleeping with at the moment. All the money
hmm,
she accrued, she could at least bought some decent clothes for herself to switch up a few
absolutely,
outfits. She could have bought her own wig, her own hygiene products, and everything. But how much you paying her money and she don't got nothing to show for it? Nothing at
absolutely
all.
nothing. Absolutely nothing. At least Quita took her money and did everything to try to make herself look decent.
Yeah.
I just don't understand his mindset because he don't see these people as people. And that got me all fucked up. You ain't saying nothing about these people needing help. All you want to do is hit record. You ain't saying nothing about Feisty's in a place where she needs treatment. Because the Feisty clearly needs treatment.
Yep.
Then you,
I'm gonna tell you
hey,
the truth.
TMA Sugar, welcome to the chat, my love. And you worrying about Polo and what's that damn name going viral? And nobody want to hear about this shit being no damn viral.
Right. You ain't. I mean, that's why I was like, oh, like we broke the internet with that one. That's why I said sometimes he be thinking like he got shit pumping up for real in his favor. and it's be like, I think he get off on that too. Like in a sense, like he know what he doing. He got some awareness that okay, I'm gonna do this, and he know people gonna have some feedback about it. Just to get that attention. It's sort of like fight the same issue Feisty got with attention.
Right. And it then got to the point to where Marcus done normalized this shit, right? Like all of this is not acceptable in the real world. It's
Mocha,
definitely not acceptable.
Mocha. When I tell you, I am very understanding of all types of people from all walks of life, and this shit I cannot process.
Me either. Me either. It fucked me up all the way up. All the way up. And I listen, I done sit up here, copper. I done sit up here and I tried. I've been wrestling with this for a while. I could have been done content. I just didn't even know how to bring this shit out. Cause I'm like, who does this shit?
Exactly. Like this, I can't process it. It's like what the, yeah.
And
Mm-mm.
then to make these announcements, well, I got somebody who y'all haven't seen a while. In a while, y'all gonna be excited. I'm going to film spicy content with her right now. What?
No, you excited. That's what I mean. Like he be
Yeah.
thinking he speak for the people. No, you excited, bro. Like stop doing that.
And I'm not sitting. Listen, Marcus. Your phone ain't evil. Your camera ain't evil. Recording ain't evil. It's what you choose to do with all that shit that make this shit evil. Come on now.
And then the hypocrisy, that's what be killing me a lot too. Like Marcus, come on. Like even when they try to say, "Oh man, Troy, you talk about my meat. That's gay. Why you asking him about my meat?" No, you was just mad because Feisty said what she said. She said he was better, and Troy was acting like you in the moment. So don't act like you. He said, "I ain't never asked about no man meat." Yes, the fuck you do.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, you can't sit up there. You can't pick and choose what you want to own. Own all your shit.
I couldn't believe that shit.
Oh, this is insane to me. And I pray to God that these people, families, some kind of way intervene and come snatch their ass completely out of Atlanta.
Right. I be hoping heaven got some family somewhere, a distant aunt, cousin. Somebody care about her ass too, cause
Oh yeah, that's another one because I don't see nothing good happening for heaven right there with no goddamn CJ. CJ
nope.
is a loose cannon. See what CJ said, he's been to the mental hospital, what, 70 sometimes?
Yeah. Yep.
Shit. That's 70 too many.
And he just had a mental breakdown the other day with it. He put a pew to his head on Instagram and
Oh,
all.
I saw it. I saw. But these are the type of people that that's playing with these people's mind.
Mm-hmm.
And it breaks me because I don't work with mentally challenged people all my life.
Yep.
And I see all the signs.
Yep.
And he don't find nothing wrong with this shit. And that's what bothers the fuck out of me.
Right. Exactly. Yep.
So I'm not going to jump on nobody's fucking bandwagon and make him feel like I'm okay with it. People make choices in life. I get it, I get it. But these people are not capable of making choices, not sound choices. They're going to snatch them little 10 funky ass dollars because they're hungry. They're going to
Yep.
snatch them 10 funky ass dollars because they need their next fix. But does that make them capable? No, it don't.
Yeah. Feisty proved to me today that she's not. She's definitely not. She needs a guardian or something, or to be in some type of facility, like her mom said.
Yeah, yeah.
She
I've
does.
been saying that Feisty needs a payee. I see it in her. Feisty needs a payee. Now you telling the world that you stuck in Emory because you got a kidney infection. Well, I would have a damn kidney infection too if I'd have laid up with 30 men in 30 days. Feisty don't know what the hell is wrong with her. You're lying on having lupus. No, Feisty, we gonna throw lupus clean out the goddamn window.
Right.
Then the little boy Chaos, another little one. I don't know what to say for these people. I don't. Chaos done pulled away. He done got his own little YouTube channel. But he hanging around with K3, I guess, or whatever his fucking name. I don't know how well that's gonna work either.
They was just arguing over money the other night. I don't know.
Wow.
Chaos, Chaos ain't innocent. He got all his little followers who feel sorry for him. I don't. Chaos is quiet, but he ain't innocent.
Oh, he's far from innocent. He's far from innocent.
So I don't feed into Chaos. And he got that little $1,000, and I heard he's still getting donations, and he ain't got nothing to show for it either.
Nope. Nope. And when a subscribe, and that's the subscriber that allowed him to move into our home, I couldn't understand that shit. How y'all just swooping up people off the street and opening up your doors to let them lay down?
Right. And he was just at his grandmother's house. So why would I open my door for somebody who got a grandmother everybody go to and he not going there?
And if
That's a
your
problem.
grandma don't want you, I damn sure don't, because there's a problem.
Exactly. Nah.
Nah, Marcus got to do better. He got to do better because this shit will not end well. And that was the second little white boy that had it that begged to do spicy content, right? Or that was the same one that had a
Uh, th-
different look.
no, it's the same one.
Oh, okay, okay. See, I don't be following like that. But shit, let him keep on. The police will be knocking on his door.
Yeah, because he even went to him in a barbershop, but he tried to whisper to him this time. I think he muted the camera, but it's like you already said what you said. You said you ain't want to film him because that'll bring heat your way, and it's like that was a big red flag. Like, so
Absolutely.
why?
They
It
say
ain't like
chaos. They say chaos is a little scammer. Deidre says his chat was on him today. He stole a man's phone on the train. Well, I see, he's telling you exactly who the fuck he is.
yeah, little thief. And they always playing in
Wow.
Marcus' face because Feisty was recruiting them. Like I said from the beginning, they was making up storylines because even K3 with that boy Dale, and that
Uh
boy
huh.
Dale said K3 is messing with a trans. They made up that story. Told people that
Wow.
was not chaos. That was not they op. Chaos and Maya literally sat there and told like, oh yeah, because they kept coming to Marcus interviews, and that's why Feisty keep calling him. They stir up drama. She go stir up drama with people, and she start making them lies just to cause havoc, and then call Marcus to come film them because they want to get paid that day.
Uh,
So this is
and
what
Ma-
you
and
taught them.
and Maya need another goddamn baby like she need a hole in her head.
Hello, hello. She with 21, about to have 3 kids. He don't got a job. He's talking about she working, but she always on live. What job she got at night? And who watching her
You know.
kids?
Well, Feisty said Marcus slept with her.
No, no, no. It was the other Maya.
No, Marcus said Marcus. I mean, Feisty said Marcus said with this Maya.
That's right.
Mhm.
Feisty said this Maya, not the other Maya.
But she
Everybody
did
wanted.
say it. She did, but then she tried to switch it like, no, it was the other Maya, because of course Maya been left the channel. You
Well,
right, y'all
she
right.
well she switched it to the other Maya because Marcus confronted her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he said, why did you say that? She's like, and then she tried to double down, like I was just saying, she tried to lie. And then she had like she was on the phone, traumatic. He's like, oh baby, she's talking to her mother. She ain't talking to her mother.
No,
The
she
way
didn't want
she
to be a part of that conversation.
exactly.
Cause
And then
and
I'm
y'all
so
didn't
tired of them
realize.
lying, saying somebody's stealing her cash app card. How many times if my Cash App card get missed, it takes like 7 to 10 business working days. How many times first the little boy stole the Cash App card, now the white boy stole the Cash App card too? It's all a play for content. They're
No.
sickening.
First she said chaos. Remember when she called him a little B that day and got disrespect, and she
Oh
said
yeah,
he
it was
stole
chaos first,
chaos,
then the
then
little
Jason,
boy,
then a white
then the little
boy.
boy. Yeah. Oh yeah, you
Yeah,
forgot Tragedy stole it too. Remember Tragedy got a cash app card too. Flushed the stuff down the dirty talk. I'm just tired of him. I'm tired of all of them.
yeah. But
They,
she had a problem with. I peeped this too because she will always run a K3 and tell him stuff and always get Maya and K3 into a heated argument. I seen her do that so many times, and I'm like, why you keep getting them people relationship? And K3 stupid behind, he ready to snap off and act stupid. Oh yeah, cause you going to tell her thing. He telling Maya, oh you gonna tell her things, but you don't come to me. Feisty, why you in that people relationship causing problem between them with these babies here? All for money?
Hmm.
You doing that all for money to make to get content from Marcus? That ain't cool.
Deidre, I seen it with my own eyes, girl. All Chaos use his platform to do is beg. Beg, 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 beg. But don't want to get a
Yep.
job.
and that's their problem right there. They think YouTube is a job for them because they got a couple thousand subscribers, but you don't get paid off your subscribers. That's the problem right
No,
there.
well, Marcus has promised these people a life on YouTube. And this is what they're all after. Chasing YouTube. Ain't no fucking way.
They too
Hey,
young to be
terrific.
chasing YouTube. They too
Listen,
young. They able bodied. They should be working. They all got their IDs now. They should be working at someone's job. So when they get
Who,
old, they can have a good pension. But no, he's not teaching them that.
who
He's
got it?
teaching them the
Who got
opposite.
an ID? Because Spicy swear to God, hers gone again. She done lost it again.
That's another
um,
storyline.
Chaos got an ID, but he keep complaining about social security card. I told him, I said, listen, the World Cup, even if the World Cup wasn't in Atlanta right now, won't y'all always downtown? Won't you rent a bike and do DoorDash or Uber Eats?
Mm-hmm.
Not
Y'all would
just
come up.
that. Not just that. When you go to Social Security, right, and you apply for your Social Security card, they give you a slip
I
saying that
told
you
him that.
filed for it. So
Yeah,
that's an excuse.
I told him that. I said, nigga, you can go online and you can print out the paper from the Social Security Administrations, and it'll let you know that paper confirm your Social Security number, your Social Security status, and you can use that until the card to come in the mail.
Wait a minute. What about K3 when he said that he's waiting for the building to get built to get a job? And then he had a long company. I was like, I'm done with these people. I cannot. I've never been in that state of mind that I was not working at 21 years old, 22, 23.
Right. I
At
ain't like to be
23, I
broke.
was in a career
But
and beginning of my career.
these aren't the same people.
I get it. I get
All
it.
these people
I get it.
they got mental disabilities. They're all
But can I say
strapped
something
mentally.
though? K3 comes from a good family. He just don't want to listen. He don't want to listen to rules, regulations, come in the house at this time and get a job. That's simple. That's his problem right there.
That's
Right?
It all
chaos
came out.
problem
That
too.
boy comes from a good family.
Chaos don't want
Chaos.
to follow
I
his
mean,
grandmother rules.
chaos. His grandma wants him to get a job and contribute to the house. What's the problem? Those two,
Hey,
we
Big
go X them
Tasty.
out.
Hey, Big Tasty. Welcome, boo. These are
Mark,
just, this shit is crazy. And the thing is, Marcus supposedly is older than all of them. Polo is older than Marcus. And you mean to tell, well, then again, God damn it, you can't have a blind horse lead slow horses to get
exactly.
no goddamn water because everybody will be thirsty. And that's what's happening right now. They all the fuck over there thirsty.
Yep. Marcus even had nerve to tell when K3 said, I ran out my server quill, somebody stole my last script and this, he said, man, don't take that stuff, man. I'm like, first of all, you don't tell nobody not to take their medicine.
Isn't that
First,
something?
you ain't got no alternative for him. So how you gonna tell him not to take something for something he's dealing with?
I mean, and I go back to what is he doing with these young people? At least show these young people the right way to go.
I
But
don't
you're
think
not
he's
you're
right.
not even giving them guidance. Everything is fucking chaotic. And over there with them wet fucking lips, always licking his lips. And every man that fights that tries to get involved with ain't got a problem with the man. And Marcus, you okay with it? So, and this shit is insane. It's sad. It's nasty. It's disgusting. Marcus leaves out of his house sick in the middle of the night to go rescue Feisty from this man in the middle of the night. And the man, you mean to tell me the man go tell y'all he got the house in Virginia and there ain't nobody paying attention to this shit?
Mm-hmm. Ew, and they was kissing when he rolled up. Oh my god.
Girl, you saw that?
Ew, you just kissed something.
I just want to know why she always walk with no shoes on, and she
That's
supposed to be a
that's part
club
of her
promoter.
mental. That's part of
Yeah,
her fucking mental.
You could be grounded all you want to, but in your own circumference of your home or your backyard where your grass is clean, not walking
on
downtown city of
concrete, right?
Atlanta in the rain, in the bandos and everything else. Like that's why she stays sick, her immune system low. That's why
That's
she
what
in
she
and out
said
the
that today.
hospital.
Oh, I'm from the country. I don't like shoes either. But you ain't see me walking around the Bronx or Harlem barefoot. I know better than that.
Listen, when she said, I was in the chat when she said that, and then it was co-signed about country people, and I'm just shaking my fucking head like, bitch, I'm as country as you could fucking get, and I would never. The fuck?
Exactly.
I don't even like sand on my feet, okay? And I'm from the suburban area, but I live in the city now. But I don't like sand. I go to the beach with whole full socks on, everything. I take them off, put my feet in the sand, but I gotta wash 'em. I just don't like nothing. I can't walk barefoot in my old house. I have in-house slippers, outdoor slippers to go outside. I don't like slides. I don't like my feet touching the ground. So I don't know what they talking about. Mm-mm. As a child
I'm
too, I
opposite. Let me tell you, girl. I don't like no shoes. I haven't bought. I only wear my work shoes, my nursing shoes for work. I don't buy shoes unless I gotta go out somewhere. I hate shoes. I wear slippers all day, and people like,
I'm
oh, you going outside?
you
Yeah,
like me? I love flip flops.
yeah, I cannot take it. Or I wear
mm-mm.
my Yeezys to work. I got Yeezy, but I haven't bought sneakers in so long, because I don't like shit on my feet. But I'm still
It,
not
it
walking
just
around barefoot.
all I know is that little situation in Atlanta will not end well. It won't end well. It definitely won't.
You know who I think going do something to them? They got two initials, right? And guess what? They already certified. So all they gonna do is go to the mental state hospital for they need to rest anyway. That's who gonna do something to Marcus. I'm trying to tell you. He already got papers on him. So
And
he
I'm not praying anything happens bad in that way to anybody. But if they don't
Right.
put a
no.
stop to this shit, something bad is going to happen. And the thing is, let me tell you, if like you just said, sis, if something bad happens, all these little motherfuckers go get off because they all certified.
All of
All of
them.
them mental.
Especially his ops as he called them. He got papers. He didn't been to the psychiatric ward 77 times. Man, listen. He gonna be put away for 6 months, maybe a year, and come right back on the streets with no charges. You hear me? What you hear what I'm saying?
Everybody
It's,
look at this shit as entertainment, but it ain't entertainment, when you're
It's
sitting
not.
up there and you're playing with somebody's mental.
It's not. I don't think it's entertaining.
This shit it ain't entertainment no more. It done gone too far.
and
Now
not just
do
that.
what you do. I get it, but keep that shit off of the screen. Because I mean, no, don't do that.
People don't know when people. If you look at that person, you could tell that he's having a mental break. It's just a matter of time. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Oh well, baby, CJ done had his break. CJ just had a break the other day. I mean a bad one.
Yeah.
I missed that one. The last
Yeah.
one I seen, he was downtown interviewing
No, he,
people,
he
and
was
they
on Instagram. He was on Instagram with his break. It was
Yep.
a bad one. And
It was
and
oh,
like
that's
a
the
2 days
dangerous
ago.
that's the dangerous part of it.
Yep.
see, I didn't see. I seen the last one I seen when he was on.
People need to realize all money ain't fucking good money, and I wouldn't want it. I swear to God, I wouldn't want it. Not at somebody else's expense.
Absolutely not.
And people keep bringing up Nature Boy. I find that so ironic because I started following Nature Boy too. He was like a case study for me. I think I was still in college. Yeah, I went back to college to get my RN, and he was like a case study for me. But I got all the way tuned in because I'm like, this is crazy. This nigga crazy.
Of
He think he
course, he
could
was a
feed us something
nutcase.
like we don't see the how abusive he is. And he trying to cover it up as he doing something righteous. Like nigga, what?
He was a
And my
sicko.
thing is, if I could open my platform, right? And if I could open my platform and talk about a fucking Jarvis Butts all day, every fucking day, how far is this nigga away from Jarvis Butts?
All right,
The
that's what I'm
fuck?
saying.
I don't give him right. And this shit, I mean, this shit done burn a hole in me. You know,
He
right is
down the
right,
street and
wrong
around
is
the
wrong.
corner. He only down the street and around the corner from him. That's it, and that's all.
Hmm.
Because he got pedophilia tendencies, and that's what it's showing.
Says, listen, when you have no control of your dick and you don't give a fuck where you stick it, blind, cripple, or crazy, because he done had them all, something wrong.
Ooh,
Something is terribly wrong. He done had the blind, he done had the cripple, and now he got a whole bunch of fucking crazies. He done been with them all.
yeah, he's an addict.
Like
He's
you
an
know how
addict for it.
men who claim that I waited to like you know how they say she was 18 like when somebody they practically older than them and the girl basically just turned 18 so they feel all right well she legal. Oh no, in the back of your head you been wanting her, you ain't care about her
Absolutely.
age, you waited till she was legal so you don't face no legal consequences. That's what that mean to
Hmm.
me.
That's disgusting to me. That's like them
But,
old
but then
men when you
again,
younger.
but
How
then
old are
again,
you, girl?
even with these that he's playing with now, right? Even with these that he's dealing with now, they could be 30, just like Feisty. At Feisty's good old age, she got the age, but she don't have the mindset.
E- exactly.
I
That's why I
believe
said
she had a mental break a long time ago
Big
because
Big Casey says if he wasn't sleeping with the interviewees, I don't think he would be getting all this backlash. Big Tasty, you're absolutely right.
period.
You're absolutely right. It's the fact that he's sleeping with them.
And the crazy part is, he says, "Oh, he gets all type of women," but we don't see that about you. So how can people have that view of you just because you say it?
Right. But
Nobody
my
has
thing
that
is
view of you.
if you get all them type of women, right? And you know, and ain't no hate nor nothing. But if you get all the type of women in the caliber that you say you do, what part of you, what part of you makes you want to go sleep with a woman with no legs, one arm, a colostomy bag, and a shaved head? What part of you makes? I mean, I just need somebody to help me understand. Shit.
That means
acquired minds want to know. Listen, I guess he said he want to try it all. He want to try the blind, crippled, crazy. He want to try it all.
Have anything happened to you when you were coming up? Have anything happened to you in your childhood when you were little? Have you been touched? What?
I
He
want.
would never admit it.
You know what?
They say
I,
hurt people hurt people. Hurt people hurt people. And he's been hurt.
I'm gonna do some research, see if there's a thing around people having a trauma fetish, because I know people like people who there's people who like people that's vulnerable for whatever reasons. But I want to know if there's like a sexual kink around trauma, because that's what it be sounding like. Because I don't know how you train how it could get from asking questions about trauma, then sex come up in your head, like how how those two connect. It don't connect regularly.
that part, terrific. When he asked him, "Hey, ma'am," he asked him, "Did you like it?" What? If I've been
Exactly.
traumatized, somebody done took it from me. The fuck you gonna ask me if I like it?
Or he says, "Oh, is that why you prostitute now? Because you liked it?" What kind of line of questions is that? Are you serious? So you've been violated, but you ask somebody that, like, you re-traumatizing the person by that. And then you know what irritates my soul? Why he has this eerie laugh, right? I don't know if it's a nervous laugh or what.
Yeah, I
But when
don't like
he's
his style.
answering that line of question, right, and they're crying, telling their trauma, he starts to smirk and laugh like he gets off, like he gets an erection from hearing that type of stuff.
Right.
I mean, I hate that little giggle. I hate men who giggle. They all creep. They weird to me.
Well,
That
that puts him in Polo in the same boat. Cause that shit is weird to me.
And no, Polo is a special angel child, a special angel as I call him. He's a special angel.
yeah.
He did all them rugs and stuff like that, and all the alcoholism been burnt his brain cells.
You know, when what's her name? When West Indy came out. You know what? And I guess I'm just a different fucking monster, right? When West Indy came out 2 years ago, and West Indy said that he gave her the disease of the mouth. I'm like,
Mm.
huh? You see, if that would have been me, had somebody accused me of such, I would have slowed all the fucking way down. All the fucking way down. Nobody would have room to say that I did A, B, or C. But look, like once Westy did it, it's like something triggered and he just kept going and going and going and couldn't fucking stop.
I truly believe that stuff gives him an erection, like that makes him go, and that's what it seems like is happening. Ever since when that first started, it seems like it was a go button for him. Like I'm gonna, he likes that. He likes the attention. He was a little ugly dude back in the day that was 5 feet tall, right? And he had the short man complex, right? With the crooked teeth at the bottom, right? And no girl liked him because he was a short, skinny dude, right? The little nerdy dude that wore glasses. So
Yeah,
therefore,
I think there's some.
therefore, now he needs some type of I need to get some attention. So that gives him his attention by people talking about him. No one talked about him before. He was scheming and scamming downtown in Atlanta, a fake insurance man, which he really wasn't selling insurance. He was scheming and scamming, doing CP CPS allegedly, and then seeing the homeless people down there and start doing shooting content.
But my thing is this, you gotta listen. You can't love your own fucking self. Now we all know we done seen it for ourselves. Shatoria. Shatoria talks to herself. She answers herself. Shatoria see people. Shatoria is fighting with the government in her tent. Shatoria lives in a tent. She fighting Whitney Houston. She fighting Obama. Shatoria fighting everybody in her tent right now. And you mean to tell me Marcus crawled his ass in that tent and laid with Shatoria?
Mm-mm-mm.
But
He did. He
Shatoria had
slept
a
with
lot of
her.
sense. She had a lot of sense though. But they thought she was crazy.
Mm.
I think like what you were saying, like about his child. I think mentally, I don't think me personally. I don't feel Marcus is matured for a 40-something-year-old man mentally at all.
At all. At
And
all.
that's why I could see why he brought himself to the level with these type of people, and he just excited from whatever he could gain from them in a way. But I think I think he says nothing happened to him, but I think
Shit.
he may have some experiences or he must have saw something, and that's really causing him to regress. Like it's kicking in, like he didn't develop he didn't develop past like 21 mentally. He didn't
Like
develop.
Jarvis never left the age of 13.
Yeah, because even to be fair, the I don't see even a spicy content. Me as a real sexual person, it's like even the sex is childish. You understand? Like it's like that don't look like stuff grown folks do. That's something like beginners, like people in college do, and they trying out, they learning their bodies, they learning other people's bodies, they exploring it. They don't seem like that. It's not like it's mature sex that he
No,
feeling. It's very childish.
very childish.
Please don't give him no content because he's gonna wait another week and get silent. Then he's gonna come out with a sob story saying, "Okay, here's my truth." He gonna give us a little bit and tell us a song and a dance. Okay, this what happened to me, but he's not gonna tell the truth. He's gonna tell a a a, a, a fraction of the truth and make it seem like it's him. It's gonna be somebody else's story. We giving this man content. He gonna wait a good week or so, be silent, and then say this is my truth. Because now he started to come out with what do you call it? Clip, not even cliffhangers. What do they
Clickbait.
call it when they put fake titles out on the
Oh, he got a lot of clickbait.
Clickbait,
yeah,
yeah.
clickbait. He gonna put a clickbait out in like a week or so, give or take. My truth or my behavior, wherever it's gonna be titled. It's gonna be
Hmm.
somebody else's story. He gonna act like he talking about it something not. And then at the end it's gonna be silent. We giving this man stuff.
And Big Tasty, you're right. Ever since Shatoria exposed him, he left her alone and called her crazy. She ain't crazy. She was one of the smart ones.
Yeah, he didn't want to address her because Polo and Feisty brought her name up one time. I think twice people brought up Shatoria name to him. He like, yeah, I ain't gonna talk about her. Like he ain't want to talk about it. I like,
This is
You gotta be
insane.
low to get somebody
And
sense.
Cash is another one. Cash, look, baby, you can be who you want to be when you want to be it. But you got to keep this shit cute. Keep it all the fucking way cute. And stop introducing yourself as a woman. You is a boy, Damon. You is a fucking boy.
Ah,
you heard what Cass said earlier. Marcus asked, "Oh, how you feel about the comments about his talking about Cash meat, right?"
Mm-hmm.
And okay, here go Cash. I don't care nothing about that. I don't care what people say about that. I mean, I'm a girl anyway. You a girl with a meat?
You make that shit, and that's why I tell you, everybody he deal with is fucking mental. You is a boy, motherfucker.
Okay.
mm.
And then and then these weirdos give them the ammo to feel like they got something up on real women. Oh, they more feminine than the real women. This no, you see what drags do is they're flamboyant. Natural women are not flamboyant,
That part.
so they are dramatic for a reason.
Hmm. Cash
They could
talking
do
about
whatever they
my
want to do.
mama. Cash said my mama, my auntie, and my brother, they all recognize me as a girl. Well, goddamn it, keep it over there because you a nugger
Period.
with a wig, bitch.
Mm.
And you tell see
Child,
they
watch.
and they
Mark
see
is gonna be Mark is gonna be in with that mask on shooting the spicy content with okay, so watch.
I mean I already it's already sus that they be asking Cash to do 360s and all that, and then it got to this point. So it became too sus for me at this point. But at the end of the day, I don't have no problem with the people being what they want to be. But it's just when they think they got an upper hand because some dusty niggas that they don't know how to be handle their own manhood or their own flaws, while they don't connect with women real good. And when the trans be like, oh yeah, because these women don't understand this and these women don't understand that.
Hmm.
But y'all not getting wifed up. No, y'all trans are not getting wifed up. Nobody. That's why Cash is still somebody that want somebody to be seen with in public and somebody to care for them. to be in a real relationship because you're a secret. You're a dirty secret to dudes. So you can talk
Absolutely.
about all you want. Oh yeah, because married women they leave y'all and come to us, but they don't stay with y'all. A very small percentage of y'all are in committed relationships. The most of y'all just hook up with men, have flings with men, or y'all sell yourself. That's all y'all do.
Oh,
I
she
don't, so
definitely a 304. She definitely a
And then, and
304.
then, yeah, but the thing is, he needs to stop making Cash believe she is a girl.
right, that's what I'm saying. They
Cash
boosting they
says
boosting
you
ahead
could
of like
walk by her. You could, 'cause y'all hoes could walk by me with your man, and if he look, he took. Cause you would just be asked out. I got your man, bitch. Really?
listen.
No.
Well, that's what they do in Atlanta. I don't know. Listen, a real heterosexual man know when he sees a transgender, or I call them transformers.
Yeah, because remember Marcus used to try to persuade us in the beginning. Oh, because Cash really look like a girl. You can't tell. Yes, you can. The shape of that head, that chin, them shoulders, them hands.
Hmm.
Those are not woman features. So that's why I don't like when these type of men try to act like we in competition, like they got one up on real women. Like I don't care how feminine you think you look
But
or
see,
what
You
by
you think
him
ain't
you
even
got
got.
shit.
saying
You
that,
ain't
that means
got.
he looks her as a like a woman. See, that's what I'm saying. He's sus. You know what? He been sus. Ain't no way you gotta keep telling a person or your audience, oh, I get plenty of women, but you sleep with the bottom of the barrel of people. You don't get no women. You get what you
This
can
is
get.
yeah, yeah, pretty damn much.
He'll screw anything with a damn hole. How about that? He'll screw your
This is
ear if you let
crazy.
him.
Because I'm with you, Miss B. Shatoria tells the damn truth, and after she tell you the truth, she going backfight the government. She don't give a fuck.
I done choked off my dog with a cigarette mess. So she bited the gum. Least story. And you know what? The people that be talking to, they really actually smart. You gotta listen to what they be talking about though. They just
Well,
jump to the
listen,
Uh-uh.
other
ladies,
side.
I enjoyed talking with y'all. I'm gonna drop in the comments because StreamYard is draining my battery.
Girl, I know what you mean. I know exactly what you mean. I appreciate you, Copper.
I
But we
thank
we about to get up out of here as well, girl,
I
because I
would
got
just
some
say,
shit
yeah,
to
we've
do.
been on here over 2 hours.
Yeah, I got a whole patient in there looking at me sideways.
Yeah, I gotta go
all
do
right,
my
Mm.
niece
y'all.
take her
All
hair
right,
down
girl,
so
I
she gets ready in
appreciate
the
you.
morning. I love y'all. I'm dropping down too. I gotta go do my niece taking sewing now. So I
All right,
braids
sis.
tomorrow.
All
Love
right.
y'all.
Love you too. Big Tasty says Marcus can't get no real women or no real friends. Big
I'll drop
Tasty,
down.
imagine that. Girl, I'm gonna drop you down. Big Tasty, I'm with you on that one. Cause how's your only friend your interviewees? How is that? How is that? Like you ride around looking for them. Love you even more, Cornell. This shit is crazy to me. This and I don't even want to touch this subject no more. I just don't want to touch it anymore. And I just don't know how do you exploit people and feel like this is right. How do you do that? Because at the end of the day, these people belongs to somebody. These people is somebody's children. And I feel sorry for their parents to have to turn on a YouTube or anything else to see their children in this type of situation. You know, I mean, you got to see the pattern. You got to see the pattern. You got Monique, you got Yana, you got Lolly, you got Sonny, you got Josiah's, you got the disabled white couple that was with Josiah's. You got Quita, Maya, Feisty, Gabby, you got Kai. Make this shit make sense. At what point do we stop calling these shit isolated incidents and start asking whether there's a pattern or not? Because this is a nasty pattern. And talking about some gone wild shit is right terrific. This is crazy. These people are no longer being called people. Their label is content. No, no, no. We can't do this to these fucking people. We cannot do this. Marcus, did you ever think that these people, mama, their mothers, see them on YouTube and they got to get in the bed and cry at night because this is how they see their children? The universe has a way of paying us back. Good, bad, right, or wrong, whether we like it, whether we ready for it, we got to pay them back. And you got to be mindful of stepping on people to get to the top. Everybody's mindset is not the same. There's such a thing as morals. There's such a thing as doing shit decent and in order. That part, Deidre, that shows you he just didn't give a damn. But me, Moca, I will continue to pray for all these young people. And I'm gonna pray for these young people because they don't know no better. All they see is a meal ticket. All they see is a promise to give me my next meal. It ain't even for a roof over their head, because today you got a roof, tomorrow you ain't got none. You're back in the park or in the train station. But you might get a little Whataburger, Jack in the Box, something that day. We got to do better. I'm not tickled over this shit. I'm never excited to see somebody else's pain become a profit for somebody else. And if you don't know what I mean and you don't know where I'm going with that, go grab your Bible. And if you don't want to do that, ask yourself, what would Jesus do? Because as a woman and as a mother, it would break me to pieces to open up a social media and see my child displaying this type of behavior and being enabled, being encouraged for the world to see. If I wanted my child to be a part of a goddamn circus, I'd have sent him to circus school. But don't take my child's pain and plaster it all across America. Why is it okay for you to plaster my child's pain, but then a white lady could go to sleep at night because she don't see her fucking child on YouTube because, oh, you know how to differentiate. I ain't gonna touch the white boy because that gonna bring me heat. But I'm gonna take all these little niggas. I'm gonna take all these little niggas who don't know right from wrong, who ain't got a decent pair of shoes, who don't even own a toothbrush. I'm gonna take them and I'm gonna put them all over YouTube. I don't give a fuck. But I'm gonna keep my black ass away from the white boy, because that's gonna bring heat here. These people are still somebody's child. They belong to somebody. And whether you have a heart or not, whether they're with their families or not, their family still loves them. Their families still loves them. Now, you wouldn't want nobody putting you in that same fucking position at some point in life. I'm for team what's right. I'm for team what is right. We all may not see things the same, but somewhere along the line, somebody got to have a little decency, a little moral, a little pride, a little something. But if you ain't got an ounce of compassion in your heart for these people, there will be more spicy content coming. Because it ain't even about the people no more. It's about you. It's about you and what you could get from these people. And that's fucking disturbing to me. And I know I'm going to be talked about after saying all that I said, but I don't give a fuck. Because I have a heart of compassion when it comes to people. You may think you're on top of the world today, but the fall, that's what you got to prepare yourself for. Because the same way you came up, you got to know you got to come back down. God don't reward bullshit. And this is bullshit. How do you go through life hurting those that's already hurt? I can't see it. It's always the lady said, that's why he does it. He banks on their families not caring for them. Pretty damn much. Because when you sit up there and talk about feisty mama to her, that's a problem. That's a problem. So you want feisty to turn against her mama. And how the fuck could she? Regardless of what feisty mama did her growing up, feisty not a decent fucking mama herself, because what decent mama, what mama with a right mind gives up her parental rights to all of her goddamn children? Welcome, Miss Bree Cinnamon. This makes no sense to me. Right is right and wrong is wrong every day of the damn week. These people are hurting. And when you keep letting them hurt at your hands, that's a problem. I wouldn't want to be, you see that right there? I would not want that to be on my conscience, my heart. None of that. None of that. Terrific said ninjas these days are pushy. I'm glad I grew up with the real men. Absolutely. And Terrific, you know, sis, they don't make men like they used to, because baby, I could never. Cornell said he's really exposing himself. He done that long time ago. I just wish he would have found a place and fixed it. I wish he would have corrected this shit long time ago, because right now it's too far fucking gone. Hey, 219 lady, welcome, my love. She says, I've been saying the same things you're saying. Marcus is wrong. His channel did a straight left turn and did. And did. She said he gonna have a case soon. Give him a couple of years, and it may not take that long. I enjoyed following Marcus. And like I said, when I started on YouTube, I was over in his sector. Marcus, I looked to Marcus as my little brother. And then shit started coming out left and right, left and right, left and right. And I'm like, everybody can't be a fucking liar. That same bag that you're chasing might be that same bag that sits you down. You got to be careful. Because it's going to only be a matter of time before one of these families says enough is a fucking enough. Or it's going to be a matter of time before somebody with ill intentions say enough is enough. You can have all the lawyers, all the legal counsel that you think you got. But at the end of the day, these people are not mentally equipped to make the decision and to be put in the positions that you put them in. I gotta call it for what it is. I done wrote many IEPs and 504s in my day. The law don't take lightly on that one. Not exposing those that can't clearly think for themselves. And I bet either one of these people, you look in their past, you look in their childhood. This trauma didn't just start. It didn't just start. Terrific said, I think he's getting his revenge from childhood bullying he experienced. I don't know what it is, but he needs to go and have a talk with God and let God fix it and fix him. Because clearly therapy ain't the answer. He's tried it before and it didn't work. Any man, woman that comes out here and has that sick lust for money and sex, that's devil's work. All fucking day long. I don't give a goddamn how you slice it. That's the devil's work. Miss Always, the lady said, he's soulless. The interviewees gives him a false sense of authority over them. Absolutely. Absolutely. But this conversation could go on and on and on and on. And I'm not going to let it drag on and on and on. All I could do is pray for these people that he encountered. That's all I could do. Because there's something about Marcus that's not as normal as we thought it was. There's something about him that's not as normal as we thought it was, and it's showing. And if he don't want to acknowledge it, he's just going to have to pay the price. Because when God put his hands on you, it ain't going to be what you think. And you might want to pray that God put his hands on you before the white folks put their hands on you, because that's the direction I see this shit going. Terrific said he think he needs money, flashy cars, and clothes in order to get a decent woman. He too damn short, but he jokes. Decent on him with a woman, still don't want him. Still don't want him. Ms. B said, doesn't he know that he's being watched? And clearly don't care, Ms. B. Love you even more, sunshine. But guys, I'm going to get out of here. I got to go. I got a patient in there watching me sideways. I guess he said I've been on this shit too long. But anyway, guys, I love you all. I'm going to say God bless, good night. And we'll be back out here tomorrow doing what we do. And it won't be this bullshit here, because this is sickening. This is disheartening. And I just pray to God that we just keep these people in our prayers, that they could come out of this trap. Copper said, remember he said, money makes you real. He really think money trumps character. He does. Copper, I'd rather sit my ass here broke. When I say broke, I'd rather sit my ass here broke. I ain't got a dime to go to the store, but I'm rich in integrity. I'm rich because I have a heart. I'm rich because I love people. He ain't got that. He ain't got that. All right, guys, good night. I am out of here. I love you all. I'll see you on the next one.
We stand tall, we rise as one. No lapels, the work ain't done. No. Moca leading from the heart, never run. Truth and caring, everything we become. It's more than a vibe, it's a home, it's a call. Over here we catch each other when we fall. This is family. Team full of truth and a chat full of cheer. Mocha in the seat, steady steering the ship. Every topic got depth, every comment got grip. We don't tear folks down, we just build them up. If you're moving off love, then you one of us. Know the pride in the room and the vibe so loud. Every bell in the check gon' rep that crowd. We stand tall, we rise as one. Know the bells, the work ain't done. Mocha leading from the heart, never run. Truth and caring, everything we become. It's more than a vibe, it's a home, it's a call. Over here we catch each other when we fall. This is family. This is family. This is family. And we stand tall.
Good night, everybody.